This is a foreclosure update for Orange County, California for the month of March, and we want to continue our spirit of sharing and give you some insight and analysis of what happened with foreclosures in the month of March. Overall, the number of properties going back to the lenders was down from February and down even further from January's level. In fact, March's level of bank repossessions was about half of the January rate. The main reason we see for this is that more short sales and workouts were done by the lenders than previously, especially in 2007. Short sales was very difficult. I think only 10 or 15% of them were actually approved. The lenders just had the wrong attitude, I believe, towards the whole process, and the result was they deflated their own balance sheets and created their own liquidity crisis. Because if they would have kept the purchasing process a bit more liquid and made it easier for more people to buy property pre-foreclosure, then instead of foreclosing on the property, I believe the sales rate would have increased and the price drop wouldn't have been so dramatic. That the lenders are finally recognizing that it's good to have people in the house versus not in the house. I wonder how long and why it took them so long to get that message, but at least they seem to be understanding that somewhat. The main thing to realize is that lenders are discounting their first loan positions, and they're not discounting them by 5 or 10%. We're seeing discounts anywhere from 10 to even 50% of the first loan amount being discounted by the lender at the trustee sale, which is basically the foreclosure auction that happens each day at the county courthouse. For example, this situation here in Lake Forest is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home. It had a loan balance of $585,000. Estimated value was somewhere around 660 or so. It's hard to say exactly. But what they did was they wiped out the second loan, and they took their loan balance of $585 and said, well, if someone's willing to buy this property from them for $410, they're willing to sell it. So that was a 30% discount. 30% off of the 80% and wiping out the 20%. So that's showing that property has come down definitely more than the 10 to 15% median home price drop recorded in the market. Some neighborhoods have gone down more than others, and some neighborhoods haven't been as affected that much. The main reason is just the maturity of the neighborhood. The more mature the neighborhood, and if it's close to the coast, there was more price stability. Anyway, let's take another example, because I did post some properties in Irvine. So I wanted to show at least one or two examples from Irvine. Let's take this property here. It's in one of those newer towery type of condominium projects there in central Irvine, close to the 405. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2.5-bath type situation. They wiped out the second loan at the foreclosure sale, and they had a first loan balance of $560,000, which they are willing to discount 20% and offer up the property for sale for $442,500. And it's not just lower end properties in the $300,000 or $400,000. It's also luxury properties. I picked out another example here in Yorba Linda. Very interesting situation. It's a beautiful, 6,000 square foot, 5-bedroom type home on a huge lot with beautiful view. Actually, on this property, you can see the ocean and Catalina Island on a clear and sunny day. And they're willing to do the same type of things. They're wiping out the second loan and discounting the first loan balance And in the luxury type properties, we've seen some rather dramatic price reductions. Not always at the trustee sale, but afterwards we've seen some really incredible discounting done by the lenders. You know, we're talking all kinds of areas, not just let's say in Yorba Linda, but even coastal areas like Laguna Beach and Newport Beach.